press record?
Yes.
Where can I put the little printer?
In the sunroom.
The sunroom?
I show you.
Where? Can I go this little?
I put a right here.
Yeah, but some like just I grab it and some water in it, just like ice.
I think he's still listening.
Needed to try first.
Right here.
Oh, on the top side?
Yes, okay.
Okay. How about like some like cook or where to put stuff?
Just put it in the kitchen.
Right here.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, hi.
Hello, how are you?
Fine.
Is that
Nothing goes what is that?
It's the other thing, other iPad.
I'm a short child.
What?
Can you turn it up, please?
I can't because the volume is on the other side of the iPad.
Oh. I can't hear you very well.
Well, and I hear everything that's going back there and it's not too loud. But
Yeah, we have
why
some
can't I
distraction.
turn it up?
We have a distraction, but it'll be finished in 1 minute. So I wanted to talk to you, Eugene, for 3 minutes. I'm very sorry to take time from the lesson, but I feel it's important.
Sure.
So we have a combination, excuse me, could you please go to rest position and not be distracting me by pushing your bow on? So we have a combination of issues going on. Number one, we moved and there's a lot of changes from that. And number two, the school started. So there's a new schedule for Ella with the school. Before we had the luxury of the first thing in the morning when she's very, very fresh. I gave her 2 hours. She could practice for an hour really well in 2 hours. But now everything is squeezed in and the kid's sister goes to volleyball games. I cannot leave Ella home alone in the country, far away. Sorry, the cat was about to leave. And then the third issue we have here is that Ella's becoming a teenager. Not a teenager, but she's changing. And I'm finding it very difficult to trust her to do what I ask her to do. And, I put her in the living room for a little while, then I put her back in her room, When she's left alone, she's watching YouTube. And she's not doing as much as she could be. And this is not just related to violin. It's also, I see it with the homework. If she has 2 hours, basically nothing gets done unless she's specifically asked. Now, I will say that many times if I ask her to do something, she does a very nice job. But I feel she's supposed to be more initiative at this point. So where does that come in with you? Number one, I just need you to understand she doesn't have very much time like she used to. And what you think we should do about that? One idea is to give her less work to do. Another idea is to meet with you a little less. Another idea is to give her more specific, concrete things to do. I'm not sure, but, honestly, I am fed up to here, Eugene, to the tip of my head with her. So I give her to you gladly.
Yeah, thanks, Joanne. Well, it is not my place to tell you whether to have a lesson or not. It is ultimately your decision. If you stop the lessons, I will miss your therapy, but I will get over it.
I don't mean stop the lesson. I mean
I understand,
but like
for the person who has the potential to somehow diminish the amount of work and the movement would make her ordinary. And
would make her what? I didn't hear you. Would make her what?
I have in the middle of that, you explained your problems, but in the middle of the COVID and ridiculous fires that we have right now in California, we wish we could borrow some of your hurricanes to kill the stupid fires here.
Right.
But in the middle of that, one school starts live crowd and the other one is completely distant themselves. San Dominica Conservatory is closed for the whole year and all teachers are fired except me and Sergey. But all office is fired and now we have to process our lessons ourselves, register students, collect the fees and whatever, which means we have to work like 3 times more than we did. But because officially we don't teach those lessons anymore, they canceled our insurance. So there are problems for
Well,
everyone.
what about giving her?
But what I'm trying to say that I'm very interested to work with her because I love her and because she is unique and extraordinary. And being a teenager is everybody's problem, and nobody really invented yet the magic pill against that. I've been teaching for over 30 years and I've seen over 700 kids going through my hands, and everybody is one way or another difficult. My kids, thank goodness, snapped pretty much out of that. Anthony's 14, but he got crazy when he was 11. And they are both.
She's almost 11.
Well, then she's just an early bloomer, just like him. It is really to some extent their holy right to drive their mothers crazy. But it is also up to them to decide how far they will go. It is now I'm talking to you, child. If you want to study with me and you know that I love you, I will never drop you. I will guard you and protect you. And if you happen to be here and somebody threatens you, I will die for you. But I will not teach you to play violin if you will not do your part of work. Do you understand? And I would gladly accept much less from the person who is dumb or less gifted. Teaching violin is my business. I'm blessed. I pretty much don't have bad students, but I don't have everybody like you. Do you understand? That's why we discussed with your mama possibilities when the stupid virus goes down. Perhaps put you on the plane and I will swing by, pick you up and take you to the recital and maybe even take you to my lake house so you could enjoy the lake with my kids and the boat and fishing and whatever. And now that you're a Texan, I could even take you at gun range. But I understand the YouTube, I understand the computer, I understand the friends. But it all takes away from your life. You think that you're enjoying it. It all takes away from your future joys. At the time now, you have to build yourself. You have to build your body. You have to live physically, exercise, run around, try not to step on rattlesnakes, please. But if you just sit there and stare at the stupid screen forever, you're going to get old and dumb at the time that you're 25. Understand? You are going to waste your life. Please don't do this. I will be very disappointed if that happens to you. I have many problems with San Dominica, but that's one thing that I'm grateful for. My kids are focused and alert and hardworking. And yes, because of the virus, they miss their friends, they miss the communication. So what I noticed, Sasha spent pretty much 2 months with me at the lake this summer. They connect on a group video chat. Somehow they figured out how to do this. I don't even know, but there's like 20 people. They talk to each other. They listen to the music. They, exchange information, then look at each other. At the same time, they are doing their summer homework. Sometimes she was even turning off the sound and giving them a notification. My niece is here, but I can't hear you because I need to practice my view. Sorry, but they are still together. They don't watch the YouTube videos or play dumb video games. Do you understand? I play chess. I'm not necessarily in love with that game, but my son loves it and some of my students like it. And I play chess online even with people from Korea. It was hard to find the time that is good for them and for us because of the time difference. But I did, and I did not think that that's a waste of time. Do you play chess? Go on your computer, instead of YouTube, type the URL Lichess, L-I-Chess, lichess.com, and get yourself a free membership. You will not be charged anything. You will not need to give up any information. You can pick whatever name you want. And they will teach you. They have all the video lessons, all explanations, all the best chess players in the world participating, including Kasparov, who's a world champion. They will teach you how to play, and then you can challenge me. I am very good, so it will take you a while to beat, but imagine the thrill if you could. Now, do you want to keep being my student?
Yeah.
In that case, I agree with your mama in one thing. Perhaps I need to give you my exact expectations, not just to tell you what to do, but what I'm hoping to hear. For example, did you get your Kreutzer books? Do you have the Kreutzer agents?
Yeah.
Good.
Right?
I don't like all 40 of them because some of them are written just to make this book.
No, I don't think we have all of them.
Well, no need to print them out. She could use the script.
I have the ninth one and the other one. I forget. which
Okay,
one
well,
it is.
I need you to have the whole book either in your computer or iPad. I mean, there's nothing wrong in printing it or buying it, but I don't think it's necessary. Because, and I will tell you why. I just got off with Luke, and he suffered with the etude number 3. He could not play. And he's a very strong player, but he is lacking the basic fundamentals which you already started to learn. And some people play Kreutzers all their life, but in your case, this is what I need. That's the first step. I need you to learn an etude per week. In some very difficult cases, it will take longer. But most of those etudes you will be able to learn in 1 or 2 weeks. If you didn't, then one of two things happen. Either you did not practice enough, or you practice not smart. Do you understand? Please understand, I am a very weird teacher. That's exactly what I told Luke a minute ago. He played Brook Concerto for me with integrity probably about 40%, and it drives me crazy. He had a beautiful lesson last week, and this week, I guess he got excited and he didn't practice. He just played and played and played and played, and it got dirtier and dirtier and dirtier. You usually don't do that because you are getting like electrical shock when you play out of tune, and that's also a talent. But practicing smart, practicing with your head on, and practicing regular will make you learn fast. So I don't need my students to practice 5 hours. An hour would do plenty if you practice smart. Understood? So we will still practice scales. I will give you general direction, but I would like for you to start your exercise with the scales one way or another. And every time you can invent for yourself. I would want you to practice the Kreutzer etudes. If it is possible, let's print. You're using my file, right?
I don't think we have your file.
Okay. Could you open that file if I sent it to you, child?
I'm sure, yes.
I don't think we need to print it.
I don't really need that, but okay.
You're using your computer now, right?
This is.
Yeah, if you use
I think I can-
for the video, you will not be able